Fusion Ha! Bam!
Yes!
Fusion Ha! Bam!
Sweet!
I feel like I gotta give somebody a present now. Achoo! What the hell? Fusion Ha! Bam! Aww. No ninja, no ninja, no.
Hello Rangers, welcome to Super Important Reviews. My name's Steve, and today we're going over the Bandai Tamashii Nation S.H.Figuarts Vegito. He is from the anime Dragon Ball Z, and if you guys haven't watched the anime, sad day, because you're missing out on one of the best shonen animes ever. Which Vegito is the fusion of two of the main characters from the anime, Goku and Vegeta, when they use the Potara earrings to combine into the ultimate being in order to fight the evil that is Majin Buu. And you guys just need to go watch the anime if you don't know what I'm talking about. But anyways, decided to pick up this figure for my collection because Jessica, my wife, is really in love with Dragon Ball Z, and this is actually one of her favorite characters, so decided to pick this up for her birthday, and since I picked it up, I'm gonna review it for you guys. So without further ado, for the packaging, love the color scheme on here because you get this nice orange picture of Super Saiyan Vegito on the side of the packaging here, which overall the color scheme for the packaging is the same color as Vegito with the orange and blue. Looks really nice. Get the Vegito M logo right here, which I thought it was spelled with an I, but whatever, we're gonna go with it. Got the Toei animation sticker here towards the bottom. Dragon Ball Z logo. Tamashii Nation Bandai, ages 15 up. Funimation. On the side of the packaging, more orange Goku. For the opposite side of the packaging, just get a nice profile shot of Vegito. Vegito. Can't not stress that enough. For the top of the packaging, you just get the ultimate combination. And then for the back of the packaging, you get some simple style and heroic action. Tells you a little bit about the figure inside of the packaging. Nothing actually about Vegito, but just about the movability, molding. Alright. And then some Japanese that I can't understand, and some Lego mumbo jumbo. So, let's get this guy opened up out of his cardboard prison. That's another way of Vegito opened up out of his cardboard prison. First, we're going to go over some of his accessories, starting with his hand accessories, which out of the packaging, you get his clenched fist, a pair of open hands for blocking or a single energy blast, and a pair of clenched hands, which is perfect for his Kamehameha pose. But one thing I actually want to point out about these hands, though, is that compared to all the other ones, these are actually painted over hands. Like, you can even see the impression for the nails right here at the end of his fingertips. And another funny thing too is that the clenched hands here are a slight different shade of white compared to the normal gloved hands. What you can even see here grabbing the more open hands is that these ones don't actually have the nail impressions on them, while the clenched ones do, which I guess you could just say that he's really gripping into the glove there, but I see what they did, but it works for the figure. It's not very noticeable. It's just something, after looking at it a little bit more, just kind of threw me off a little bit. And then he comes with these crossing arms, which actually is an entirely separate piece, where this whole piece right here is just one thing and it hooks into the shoulder joints right here. But it does look really good, and actually you can see you can move up and down too. It has a little bit of articulation, so you can have it a little bit higher if you really wanted it to. And it's cool that they come with this especially if you're going to be having this guy in a more flying position where you can have him kind of hovering above the ground, just kind of staring angrily at his next opponent. And then we have this right gloved hand, which is in a more forward pointy position, which is for his final accessory, which is the Spirit Sword, which is the move that he used on Majin Buu after he absorbed Gohan, and also before he turned into the Jawbreaker of Doom. But this is when he extended the beam towards the ground when Buu was kind of like hiding in the rubble, and pierces him with it and kind of uses it as a sword technique. Which I'm glad that they actually decided to give us this accessory to go with them, because it's actually one of the more memorable moves that I remember from Vegito. And it looks really nice. Really love the translucent yellow plastic here. Even has a nice spread effect of the energy coming from his fingertips. Looks really good. Actually really like the length too. The one thing is it comes with a stand accessory, which is really nice actually, because one problem that I've noticed with mine is when you put it on, it starts to bend his arm down a little bit, and just the weight of it kind of starts to push it down when you start letting it go. So if you're going to be keeping it on the hand, I kind of recommend using the Tamashii Nation stand if you have one, but it's not really needed though, which is nice as well. And how you actually get it on his hand is he comes with his own individual fingers, which I already showed you guys, and all you do is right here, you'll see at the base of the beam, it's a little insertion spot. And what you gotta do is you just insert it in, and then you just move the thumb into it, and it just literally just pops right on. Stays on there pretty well, though with some little bit of effort it can pop off. But it does stay in there pretty securely, and it is an awesome accessory to have for this guy. And then for his head accessories, what he comes with out of the packaging is his normal black spiky hair, which is very reminiscent of Vegeta, except you get the nice Goku bangs. Looks really nice. Like the details of the lines inside the hair here, looks really nice. And then starting with the face accessories for the standard hair, you get this more normal stern face, which all the face accessories come with the Patara earrings, which is awesome. And then moving on to the next face, I'll show you how to swap these out real quick, which is what you want to do. Is pop the bangs off the front of the head. Then you just take off his face, Nicolas Cage style. And then you just take the newer face sculpt, insert it into the peg hole, reattach the bangs, and you're good to go. Now you have his screaming face aiming towards the right. Which his face is kind of perfect transition into the next hair sculpt after a little bit of powering up. We have his Super Saiyan hair, which looks actually really awesome. Really love the details on his spikes here, look really nice. Love the yellow they use for the paint job. He has the nice bangs in the front. And then he also comes with individual head sculpts for him when he's in Super Saiyan, because really the main difference is that has the yellow eyebrows here. But they do look really good. And what you get is this face that's kind of looking off towards the left. A more perturbed expression ready to mess up Boo's life. And a yelling face for when you need him to be doing his moves and powering up. Ah! And just like with the black hair, how you swap out the faces, pull off the bangs on the front, pull off the face, take your new face, line up the pegs with the peg hole here, insert in. Stays in there very nice and secure, and then you just pop the bangs back on and you're good to go. And then the easiest way to swap with the head sculpts I've noticed is what you're going to want to do is take off his bang, take off his face. You'll see right here where the ball joint hooks into the hair. You're just going to want to pop this guy off, and then you grab your spiky hair that you want to attach to him. Here's where the ball joint goes into, and you just push it on. Sometimes that shifts. Just want to make sure it's nicely lined up so when you're applying pressure it's not going to be doing that. And then you grab the face you want to attach to him, insert it into the peg holes in the bottom, attach his bangs, not upside down, maybe, there we go. And now you have the head swapped out. And then before we get into a closer look at his details, just to show you guys how to swap out the hand parts and the cross arms real quick. All you gotta do with the hands, you literally just grab them at the base of the hand right here. And then you just pull it apart. Make sure not to twist or rotate because that puts a lot more pressure on the ball joint here. So you just want to just go straight pop it out. Then you just grab whichever hand you want to put on. Make sure that the ball joint is facing straight so when you're applying pressure it just goes straight down into the arm. Because if you come at it at an angle you have a lot more of a possibility of putting a lot more stress on the ball joint here. So you just push straight forward on, pop the hand off, pretty simple stuff. And then for the cross arms, what you're going to want to do is grab right here at the beginning of the bicep and the end of the shoulder. And you just pull the arm right off. It's a little stiff though. There we go. And then we got the little peg right here. Do the same for the other arm right here. And just apply a little bit of pressure. And then a stupid little claw piece gets in the way. But just pull it off. Make sure you're pulling straight. Not to break anything. Oh god, that's a pain in the butt to get off. And then you grab your cross arms. Make sure that the arms are lined up to be able to pop them right back in. And then you're just going to want to make sure that the arms are horizontal to the ground so when you're applying pressure, it's not going to be catching onto his chest right here. So it makes it really easy to get it on. And then you just bend the arms down, get him into his position where now he's displeased. And then going over the rest of his details, again, head sculpt, awesome. Really reminiscent of Vegito. Love pretty much everything about it. No real complaints there. Moving down to his chest area. One thing I would actually point out is for his neck here, it's freaking huge. Like just pretty much all the Dragon Ball Z characters are just, man, don't you wish you had that body. But I do love the neck. Like all the definition there looks really nice. For his gi, looks sweet. Very reminiscent of both Goku's and Vegeta with the traditional orange Goku gi underneath with the more blue Vegeta outfit on the top. Looks really nice. Also really like how like they have all the folded clotheslines in here. Looks really good, especially coming down here towards the legs. You can even see how it's kind of folded up, very kind of Majin-esque. And then you have for his arms, you have his little sleeves right here, which actually can pop out, which are probably the more annoying thing about the articulation aspect of it, because they're hooked into the back here, but the front part pretty much wiggles all over the place. So it's pretty much when you're articulating them, you just got to make sure you set the cloth however you want it to. And then you have the gloves on his arms, which are very Vegeta. Look really nice. Really like the white on him, except for the clenched hand here was a little bit weird, but whatever. Biceps look freaking phenomenal. Moving down his legs, again, look really good. I love all the folds here. Kind of wish they hit this joint on the back a little bit better because this is the double joint on his knee right here. But messing it back into place. There's just a little bit of gapping here on the back, which is a little bit of a bummer, but nothing too major. And then you got the Saiyan boots. Again, very traditional Vegeta. Look really nice. Even have the little yellow tips right here. And overall, in terms of detail, I know I went over this pretty quick, but there's just not really a whole lot to go over with this guy. He just looks freaking phenomenal detail-wise. Then for his articulation, head can look up about that far, down about that far, to the left, to the right, all the way around, full exorcist style. His neck can actually swivel back and forth, can also go side to side, really nice. For his shoulders, can rotate on a peg joint right here, so you get a lot of play with that. Can rotate all the way around, can move forward about that far, back about that far. Has a swivel here at the upper part of the bicep. Double joint here at the elbow, so you get a really nice flex bend. Bend down about that far. Rotation here at the hand. Also have a little bit of play here on the ball joint here. Really nice. For his chest area, has a nice tummy crunch here. Actually a lot of play here. Shift side to side. Also has a decent amount of play here on the lower part of the ball joint too. Can also rotate full 360 on the bottom. For his legs can shift down about that far. Shift up about that far. Can move forward about yay far. Back about that far. Also has a rotation at the upper part of the leg. Double joint at the knee, so you get about that much of a bend backwards. About that much of a forward bend. Rotation. No rotation here at the upper part of the boot, sadly. But you do get a full rotation here at the lower part of the boot towards the feet area. Get a really nice pivot. Get a little bit of a bend there. And some articulation at the toes. Here's a quick comparison. Here we have Vegito next to some other fighting anime characters with the Robot Domination, Master Gundam, and Burning Gundam. And here we have some Figma anime characters with Ryuko Motoi from Kill la Kill and Guyver Unit 1 from Guyver the Bio Boosted Armor. And here we have some of my other favorite fighting characters with the Playmates Classic Collection movie Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Leonardo and Raphael. And sadly, I don't really have a lot of Dragon Ball Z collectibles to be comparing with Vegito here. But what I do have are some of the Dragon Ball Z original cards, which you can see here we have Vegito's Charge Blast, Vegito's Leg Catch, Shiny Vegito's Uppercut, which I know I actually have the Vegito cards, it's just these are the ones I could find really quickly because I don't remember where I actually stored all my other random cards. But I know they just recently reintroduced these cards, even though a lot of these older ones you can't actually use anymore. But just wanted to show you guys, if you guys have never actually seen the card game, that it was actually a thing. I used to play it all the time and actually went to tournaments a lot and really enjoyed this card game. And it's one of the reasons why I just love Dragon Ball Z so much. And here we have them with some Ultra Act figures with the OG Ultraman and Ultraman Tiga. Where can I get those? So overall with the S.H.Figuarts Vegito here, love this figure. The details on it are fantastic, and even though the glove hand's a little bit of a fail, the rest of the accessories are phenomenal. Love the amount of articulation that this figure has, and there's just nothing really bad I can really say about it. And with this being our first S.H.Figuarts Dragon Ball Z figure, it really gets me excited to pick up some of the other figures eventually down the line to be able to pose them with him, because he really needs some other characters to really be working with him. And I personally cannot recommend this figure highly enough, so if you guys love Dragon Ball Z, love Goku and love Vegeta and want them two to be fused into the perfect figure, then Vegito is the man for you. So what do you guys think? Have you guys watched Dragon Ball Z? Have you guys played the Dragon Ball Z card game, or is Yu Yu Hakusho just more your thing? Please let us know in the comments. Let us closer pictures on Facebook. You want to click the link in the description below. Help us defeat those kaijus by clicking that like button. Subscribe to become a ranger today, and I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye-bye.